Hello, your career guide Vinny here, back again with another topic. This is a pretty interesting topic which I'm going to discuss, where a lot of layoff is happening in all the companies, and Indian some youth are little concerned, and little youth are thinking of where they can go for a vacation. But really, it is not that easy or to be discussed, because a lot of layoff is happening and the new hiring process would be little challenging. There is something called neurodiversity concept. In neurodiversity concept, where all the HRs is being trained to hire a people. So in coming 2023-24, the hiring process would be really challenging and will be very unique. You will not approach them, but they will approach you based on your skills. So now, what is this neurodiversity? Neurodiversity is a concept recognizes the respect and natural variation in the human brain. See, we all are born different. We are not the same. But when we are working something, we have to be the same, right? So now the HR team or the companies which is working on neurodiversity concept, they are looking for different variety of mindsets to join. Getting my point? You don't need to be the same anymore, because artificial intelligence is rating you, giving judgment about your productivity and other things. In that case, the people who is working should be a neurodiversity. Earlier neurodiversity people are being ignored because this concept was never existed. Apart from psychological books on analysis and other things, personalities, it was never entered into a HR recruitment. So now neurodiversity is one of the highest in demand skills which people are looking. What is this? A natural variation in human brain and nervous system. It promotes an idea of neurological difference such as found in individual person. For example, individual might be autism, or they might be ADHD or dyslexia. So other conditions also is being included in this segment. Across all this, blending this, they will come out with a product that has the skills. So valuable part of human diversity is what the HR team are working across in coming days, that is called neurodiversity. Because in Indian market, in Indian system, as of now, very few people are being trained, and in coming days this topic will be on a hot topic. And you all need to have, tell what is your problem. You have dyslexia, you should tell it. You have ADHD, you should tell it. If you have autism, you should tell it. You need no need to hide it. So now based on these things, they're gonna design the artificial programs are designed, and you people will be having a different weirdest positions in coming days. All the things have been changed, and structural wise is getting modified by 2025. As the World Economic Forum is saying, lot of AI based jobs will be secured. So neurodiversity emphasize on the idea of difference are not deflects, but rather difference is a conjugative process that can offer a unique strength and perspectives. So your neurodiversity is not the fault, it is a conjugative process which has a unique strength and a perspective, and this perspective has to be projected, and that's where your skill lies. And these perspectives are aimed on combat stigma and discrimination against individuals with neurological differences, and promoting great acceptance of everybody. Hope this is a very unique thing. uh, See, most of the things, when you do a volunteer, you cannot say who you are, what you're working as. You're volunteering. That means you have no position, but you are just doing some activity. This kind is a concept where the future HR is working across. That means You will be working in a neurodiversity system with the idea of differences, not deflects. But rather than conjugative process, you will identify the unique strength in individuals and work across. You have no opportunity to discriminate anybody. Currently, you used to tell, I am not don't want to work in that team, I don't want this, I don't want that. In coming days, you don't have this option. And if you try to emphasize this quality of yours or a personality, the hiring process will directly reject you. So keep this in mind. This is a very, very, very important, undiscussed in today's market. So I've done a lot of research on this, and I've been working on this in depth, so that how we can work across in different companies in hiring process and make it more simple. So neurodiversity is a movement seeks a great inclusiveness inclusiveness in the global level, and recognition and celebrating the diversity of neurological differences. I cannot be the same person. I might be the HR, I might be the manager, but I don't want you to be like that. As I say, I want you to be as you are, so that your neurodiversity will be a quality for my company to work and emphasize better. So this is where the HR system is working on neurological differences and advocating these better support for accommodating individuals with these differences. So in hiring 2023, there will be a lot of challenges to face interviews. It is not just you're doing, you gonna share your details in such a way the artificial intelligence will select you. So what is an AI language model? It have access of a current hiring trend. Okay, this has a policies, and this policies is being designed on AI, and the AI will choose the qualities based on that and do the current hiring through a person. It is little difficult for you to make you understand, but you need to have a neurodiversity qualities and emphasize that and show it in the interview, telling that I have this, I am like this, I am that. So based on that qualities, the AI will pick you, and the HR will update the information, and the AI will select it. It's pretty weird. Yeah. Yes. That's what happening in coming days, and already it is been under testing. So general hiring by 2023 likely to continue with influenced by factors such as advance in technology or changing global economy or a shift in demographics. So it is all happening currently. The global economy is disturbed. The shift of demographics is already happening, and advantages of technology is on peak. AI is making the world crazy. So now, keeping all this, these trends are most important and expected to continue and increase the use of technology in hiring process. So what is this hiring process I'm talking? As I said, you all, whatever you speak, whatever you see, whatever you type, it is all considered, and based on that, it is evolving with the condition, and the based on the policy, you will be hired. As simple as that. So that is called artificial intelligence, and algorithms and artificial intelligence play a major role in screening, evaluating your job candidature or the candidates. Additionally, there will be a great emphasis on diversity. Please be ready for this acceptance. You cannot tell I am this, I am that. You cannot be sectorial, you cannot be choosy. You need to be open, you need to have flexibility. You should be taking up all the responsibility. It's more of responsible things, handling emotional intelligence, and along with the emotional intelligence, you also having a critical analysis. Along with critical analysis, you are managing people, and every act of yours is being considered. That is really good news for everybody, I think, because already many people used to tell, I've been ignored. Now neurodiversity people can express and tell, this is what I am a ADHD, I am schizophrenic, I am this, I am dyslexia, I am this. You can just openly say all these kind of things. Based on this, the AI will choose you a role and responsibilities for you, and the job description will be shared to you. So now, diversity and equality and the inclusion is important. Three basic fundamentals of neurodiversity hiring. That is diversity. You should be having a diverse mind. You cannot say restricted mind. I'm trying to keep it simple. Maybe I can elaborate it in coming sessions. Next would be is equity. You have equal thoughts and equal analysis for everybody. You cannot have a differentiation in the personalities. And inclusion is a major game player in neurodiversity. Some person comes in front of you and say have this problem, you gonna include them. You cannot exclude them and tell I am doing this, I am this, I am that. You no more can do this. As in a professional or in a working culture, this is pretty challenging. Many people might sustain this for 6 to 8 months or 1 year, and later they might give up or they might lose their patience. So coming days there will be a lot of changes in hiring, working culture, managing things. You might have a lot of vacations offers and options from the companies to go on holiday, because it is pretty challenging and stressful too. And hiring practices, most of the organization is recognizing the importance of building the diverse and inclusive workforce, because the companies have already understood we need something called building diverse system along with inclusive workforce, then only they will survive. And most of the unicorns, whatever they are saying, most of the companies are not sustaining because they are not inclusive. They're trying to be exclusive for a short period and vanish. So now in coming days they need to build a diverse, in depth of inclusiveness and diversity in handling people and people management, because this is where the company and AI plays a major role for their survival. Overall, the job seekers can stay tuned for more information on Vinny's career guidance and my podcast, where I will be sharing more information how to face the coming days interviews. Because the coming days interviews, it is really spooky, and it is really make you on nerves. Yes, but you have to be ready for all these things, and the trends are changing, and you need to match with the trend. Then only your survival will be there. And do upskill, reskill, and restructure yourself for the better, and practice the hiring, different ways of hiring, and develop the skills which is required and which is looking in the market first. Simply don't spend time in doing something. Spend some time using technology, create your own channel, express yourself, make your videos. If you want to dance, you make a dance. You want to sing, you're gonna sing. You make everything on technology platforms like YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, and these kind of things, and keep these as a document and put across when you are facing an interview. That will make you neurodivergent, and that will make a artificial intelligent work process easy for your hiring process. So I'm trying to make it think simple and put you across with the job market in coming days. So this is what I've tried to put across. And the hiring process, internationally recruiting and hiring individuals with neurological differences such as autism, ADHD, dyslexia, and others. The goal of neurodivergent hiring is to increase diversity. See, as I said, why they are hiring a ADHD person? They could have thrown them out, right? No, they want to create this kind of environment in the work culture with diversity and inclusion. To do that, you don't have any option for discriminating or differentiating in the other person personality. You have to include. You should never ever try to put across any of the personality characters to others. So earlier a manager used to tell, okay, she is not good in this, I'll do this. No, now you should make them do through you, and then where you are a neurodivergent, hiring process will be successful, and increase in diversity in the workforce is more important. Why I am talking so many things is because in coming days mental pandemic is a common thing across all the structure, from police station, police department, government revenue sectors, you take any social public services, or you take any banking services, everybody are humans, and this mental pandemic would spread across, and we need people with neurodivergent so that we will have more diversity and inclusiveness in work culture. So now, to create the neurodiverse friendly hiring process, the employers can take several steps. First, they can access their current recruitment and hiring practices to identify any potential barriers for neurodivergent candidates. So now you currently have some set of people in your team. You need to identify who is who, what is what, and on what based they are neurodivergent. If they are neurodivergent, on what productivity you can make use of them, and that's where your skills matters. And this may involve review of job description to ensure they have a clear inclusiveness. They should involve with all the activity which you put across, and they should involve with all the people when they are working in a work culture. They cannot have a discrimination or a differentiation in it. And the examination of interview process to determine they are overly formal or stressful. You should just come up with the two things: they are formal or they are stressful. If they're stressful, what are the things you can work across? And if they're formal, what are the things you can get a productivity out of them? So employees also have a provided accommodation during the hiring process, such as offering alternative interviews formats, allowing additional time, task assessment, and providing sensory friendly environment. So if any nowadays in future the interviews will be for like 2 to 3 days, or you'll have a testing process working for a week or something. Based on that, the process or the hiring process will decide you are inside the company or you're not. So most of the companies laying off is happening now. They might be having this process or this analysis done. Are you a formal or a stressful? So if you are a stressful, I think layoff is a good option. And if you are a formal, I think you till you get stressful, you will be not laid off. So finally, employers who can create the welcoming and inclusive work environment supports need to be neurodivergent employees. This may include provide flexibility in the work arrangements. So first thing is you should be ready to volunteer. That means you should be flexible of doing editing, you should be flexible of doing marketing, you should be flexible of doing hiring, you should be flexible of doing all the activities in your role. You are not just saying that this is my job description, I am not doing this, I am not doing that. No. So now offering accommodations such as noise cancellation, headphones, adjustable lighting, a lot of other facilities is given to people to handle in the work culture to support them for the employees. Overall, the goal is neurodivergent hiring process to create inclusiveness and supportive workplace culture, and value the diversity and recognize the strength of all the employees. Isn't that good? Yes or no? So now neurodivergent people are in demand. So now you need to have some or the other brand names along with your name. So telling that I am a ADHD, I am a dyslexia person, it is a proud moment for you all to go and express and be a formal employees, and till you get stressful you can work in a firm. An example of neurodivergent hiring, let me put in a very simple and crisp and wind up my today's neurodivergent topic. So it is a very inclusive process, which for example the process could be an IT company that is seeking for a recruiting software developers. Okay, let's assume this as a case. So the company recognizes that individual with autism. Oh, they have identified a person with autism. Okay, autism person will be called and identified with unique skills and strength of his, and excellent candidate for the role. So now by keeping all these things, they will identify the excellent candidate. How it happens? So creating a neurodivergent friendly hiring process, the company takes the following steps. I'll try to put across in steps. So most of the HRs would be trained in particular things because the HR is more tested than employees now. So the HR would be very challenging situation. He should know deeply to handle this. I think more yoga people and More opportunity for meditators would be a good option for hiring HRs in coming days. Just my personal opinion after understanding neurodivergent hiring process. So the first, review jobs description to ensure that they are clear, concise, and inclusive, avoiding unnecessary jargon and complex language. Indians, we use a lot of complex language and mess up a lot. So assertive people who speaks assertive English, I think they could survive easily in this case. So the people will be reviewed on job description to ensure that they have a clear, concise, and inclusive, avoiding unnecessary jargons and complex languages. Offering alternative, because in India, in most of the work culture, we speak for about 10 minutes for a small thing to happen. So now you should talk less and make the productivity more in such a way that you all in the same boat and not in a different boat and try to float across. So offering alternative interview formats such as video interviews and skill assessment, and accommodate individual who may struggle with traditional interviews. So this can be happen, maybe they might give you a task, a live task or activity to come back, or time management activities, or your presentation skills on front of a camera, and how you going to sit, how you going to see, where you going to see, how is your eye contact, how is your stress level, how is your breathing. Many things are important in neurodivergent interviews in coming days. Offer alternative interviews format is a major game changer in coming days. Your laptops, your phones all need to be get upgraded as per the requirements, and provide sensory friendly environment for interview, such as low lighting, huge outside sounds coming. Your gadgets has to be really equipped for handling this, and reduce stress for candidates. While doing interviews, you should have a very controlled and less stressed situations. And offer flexibility for work arrangements, such as option from work from home plays a major role. Already it has been in tested. And adjust working hours, because working hours might be a little flexible in coming days, and accommodate individuals with sensory selective and other needs. Provide ongoing support for accommodation for employees. They might create a plug and play offices, because plug and play offices is already started picking up in all the metropolitan cities, because they want to change the environment, plug and play every month, and change the office so that the employees will feel neurodivergent and more comfortable, and with more productivity. It provide ongoing support for accommodating for employees, such as mentoring programs, assertive technology, ensure that they can perform their jobs in the best capabilities is what the neurodivergent process is all about. And inclusiveness and formal or stress is depends on the person, and based on that, the next implementation plan on neurodivergent friendly hiring process would be. And the company is able to recruit and retain the talent employees who have been overlooked in traditional hiring process. Additionally, the company benefit from unique skills and perspectives of employees bringing to the workplace. So if you have a singing, if you're playing guitar, if you're a singer, I think all these things will definitely help you to be a neurodivergent, and your hiring process based on these kind of skills would be hired in coming days. The traditional method, traditional things would definitely change, and it is already silently implemented in most of the companies. And if you are not identifying it, I think it's a time for you to be neurodivergent and identify yourself with your autism, or with your ADHD, or with your dyslexia, or schizophrenic, or whatever psychiatrists and psychologists people are putting across. Maybe you can take up a counseling and identify yourself, or maybe you can meet up some neurodivergent HRs, which is they are available on LinkedIn. I think this would definitely help you. Or you can contact me for uh, for more information on neurodivergent or neurodiversity. And your Vinny career guide signing off. I will get you more information and tips of handling this kind of interviews in coming days. And looking forward to subscribe my channel and support me for future. And do share all my talks on WhatsApp status. That will definitely help me to promote and reach more people and help them and guide them and assist them. Looking forward, your Vinny career guide. Please do subscribe and like and comment my channel, and don't forget to share on your WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and other social media. And do join my Spotify and do join my LinkedIn, which is below on YouTube link. Thank you. Signing off, your Vinny.